Welcome to the annual Connection Special, in which we highlight how we have more that joins us than divides. Today, we have two guests to discuss the main event of last year, the COVID pandemic. Let's welcome the esteemed philanthropist, serial entrepreneur, visionary, Isaac Smith. And London's born and bred, John, an engineering student from Warwick University.
First of all, I'd like to say that I really appreciate the opportunity to reflect on how hard the pandemic has been for all of us. And I'd like to announce a round of applause for all the hard-working key workers that have really borne the brunt of these trying times. Thank you for your service.
So what would you guys say was your first reaction when lockdown began?
I suppose the initial shock was coming to terms with the fact, the idea that we were slowly overcoming the forces of biological destruction that had really been central to our notion of progress and development no longer held.
You clearly hadn't seen my girl at the time of our month.
I feel you, brother. And now I wait my cancellation. Anyways, when the shock finally went away, it was just really coming to terms with a world where all my engagements were suddenly scrapped indefinitely. The feeling was really isolating.
Same here with me, man. It had become a ritual for me and my friends to go out to the pub every weekend for a pint or two. Now drinking has become more of a need rather than a want for me. Same with family too, you know? I have two sisters, and now double the body fat in my cousins.
That's really interesting to hear. John, you're a real banter keg. How would you say each of you felt past the initial shock as longevity of COVID was made obvious?
Well, when I realised there would be no more jet setting or international conferences, I knew it was a time to get rid of work-life balance and bringing home working. So I moved with my family to the beautiful Principality of Monaco. The people there just embody the best of us. So kind, so gentle, so warm. Unfortunately, my CTO tells me I can't bring my supply lines with me. Apparently you still need people to make cars.
Well, the best part of being furloughed was the wage pay without the wage labor, you know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't so easy for my mom though. She's a real fighter. She worked on the front lines as a nurse every day. And it's as if my problems are the fickleness of hate, because when she finally caught the virus, my heart was torn asunder by this silent thunder. The claps help with God's plunder. Thank you, Mom. I also began to feel isolated from friends. I guess avoidance is no longer a problem. With all of us slowly retreating with all of our hopes and dreams centered around the digital gamified world of Netflix and crypto. I guess in the end you can say I would have benefited more buying dog piss than putting liquidity into Dogecoin. Yeah.
say I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And the bubble really concerns me as well. My investments are skyrocketed past Mars, and my crypto's on the way too. Someone really needs to start cancelling these hedge funds.
So on a human level, what do you think your pandemic experience reveals about the way in which we are more connected than divided in these strife-filled times?
Well, I think the main lesson of the pandemic has been that mental health and the threat posed by the natural world are systemic risks that cut across boundaries of race, gender, and wealth. As I like to say, whether you're rich or poor, as long as we have the same chemistry, there must be solidarity.
Grief, financial collapse, grief, financial collapse, alienization, grief, financial collapse, alienization. Clear the vaccines. See the microchips. Woke is an existential. Nothing surrender our culture.
It's really a relief, John, that you know where the issues are at. I call it the second virus. Those who wish to undermine the natural hierarchy on which our society's security and progress is built upon must be destroyed. The penalisation of success by the so-called worker organisations that work for no one must be ended.
Yes. We must end the woke. Purge the leftist scourge.